Today I'm going to be reacting to the edits of the top 2 best Transformers editors, and the winner is going to win $100. Now technically this tournament should have finished 8 months ago, but due to existential crisis, being fired from my job and different kind of problems, I really didn't get the chance to do it, or I was just too lazy or really unmotivated to do it.
But I handled it like a champion.
But today I finally want to get this burden off my chest, and I want to finally decide who is going to be the winner of this tournament after a very long period. Now in the tournament, the winner of each match was decided by 5 different categories consisting of the quality and color correction, music, effects, impact, originality, and creativity. However, since we're right now in the finale or the final of this tournament, to make it a little bit more challenging, I added 2 more extra criterias for this. Now the 2 extra criterias, one of them is about the pollings from the website that I have. Fans can go there and can pick their favorite edits, or they can support their favorite editor. The other one which I included is the concept and storytelling, how well the story is about, or overall what is the edit completely about. So again, to be going through them, it's going to be consisting of quality and color correction, music, effects, impact, originality and creativity, storytelling, and the votes. Without further ado, I'm just going to go react to these 2 edits and decide who is going to be the winner. These 2 edits from are the editors called Unalsson and Legend, goated TikTok editors, especially in Transformers, and they eventually are going to be facing each other in the final, and I really want to see who's going to finally win this after a long period of waiting. Okay, let's go and see Unalsson's edit.
I bring you Cybertron. Your home.
Unalsson was always peak in his narrative style edits, so again, he's doing what he's best at, so let's see what he could.
You save the human instead of saving yourself. You bring shame upon us all.
And you call yourself a god.
Damn.
Primus would be ashamed.
Pick song choice.
Will you leave peacefully?
You humans, after all we have done, you don't know what you've wrought upon yourselves. From here, the fight will be your own.
It feels like I'm watching a trailer here.
Oh, what we would all give to have Prime back right now.
We will kill them all.
Amazing.
Mr. Leader of the Free Galaxy's back. I knew you'd make it. I'll never doubt.
Peak transitions, obviously. Everything is amazing about this edit.
People, let me call it home.
Absolute cinema. Now, I'm truly speechless. Now, it's going to be really hard for me to genuinely pick who's going to win here. I'm going to now react to Legends edit. Let's go.
Stronger, him or you? Well, if Sukuna regained all his power, it might cause me a little trouble.
Okay, smooth transitions, obviously. Now, that's really creative using this kind of text message here. He also used a part of my website, which is kind of cool.
The strongest sorcerer of today.
It kind of makes sense because they're trying to be like the best 2 editors, and if you're an anime fan, you already know like Sukuna and Gojo are like big rivals or something. So these 2 is kind of trying to he's trying to mimic that actually, so it's kind of really cool in my opinion. So let's see the rest. Now this is perfect in every way, so you're really going to decide who is going to be the winner in this. Is going to be definitely hard. But let's not waste the time here and go and pick and analyze who should be getting the points for what. Okay, so I've written down all the points, all of the specific criterias for giving the points. Now I'm going to start with the basic one, which is the votes. So right now, and also on my website has already gotten in terms of the votes 20-6. So in terms of the votes, I have to give one to Unalsson, so that's 1 point. About the storytelling, if I want to pick one, they did actually very well, both of them. But I think in terms of storytelling, I'm just gonna give this one to Unalsson. Then again, both of the edits are amazing. But the reason I'm giving it to Unalsson is kind of good because the narrative was very well done, showing how Optimus being hated from different kind of characters, from different kind of from enemies, even from allies, and then rising up and this kind of stuff. So the storytelling was amazing. It's basically feeling like a trailer that you make for this character. So I'm giving the storytelling to Nelson as well. Now, in terms of the creativity here, both of them did very well, and it's really hard to give the point here, but if I want to pick one, I think the creativity, I might give it to bro. So I think I'm just gonna give the creativity to Legends here. I think I'm gonna do that. The mobile thing was kind of cool. The kind of text and the animation that he done was actually well done. So I think it's a really fair to say that he can really get the point for that. And using kind of my website thing, I might be biased on that one, but I'm just gonna give the creativity here to Legends to kind of trying to add the idea of the tournament inside that edit as well, which is really appreciated. Moving on to quality and color correction, deciding which one was better is kind of really a hard thing to do. However, if I want to give it, considering I know both the editors from a while ago and I know their qualities, which is top notch by the way, but I believe Legends color correction and quality is slightly better. Now it can be a really unfair kind of comparison here because one of them is doing an anime edit and the other one is doing a Transformers edit, a movie or live action edit, which is kind of hard to decide which one is actually better. But with the familiarity I have with both of these editors, I feel like I'm gonna give the quality and the color correction here to Legends. So moving on to the music, which I'm not going to really talk about too much considering the fact that you probably cannot hear it in the YouTube due to copyright. I have to give the music to Unalsson. Well fitted music to the character. Legends music is very good as well. It's very dramatic and it really makes sense to put this kind of music for a final match or a final edit. But I feel like the way Unalsson utilized that song for that scenario was very well done. Moving on to effects here. Now the effects again, both of them did such a well and fantastic job. So the transitions what Unalson did was quite clean. Even the soft ones was done quite well. At the same time, the way that Legend have also implemented it was quite well, the text and everything. But I'm going with Legends on the effects here because the transitions of Legends at the second part of the edit was way much more better used. So it makes sense to give this point to him. And again, Unalson's intro did quite well, but at the same time, let's say the intro was kind of the same in both of them, maybe a little bit Unalson slightly better, but overall, considering the second half, Legend did way much more better. So I'm going to give the effects point to Legends. Now we have reached to the final point, which is the impact here, which one was a better edit and had a better impact overall. So in terms of the impact here, tournament wise, Legend had always made better edits because he really tried to focus on the concept of the tournament itself. So it really makes sense that he would use that. So I'm really glad and I think it was very well used by him. At the same time, and also did the same thing, but also for the final here, the way he talks about Optimus, the way he's doing it, it's just too good, bro. Picking one here is going to be really hard. It's going to be really hard to pick in terms of impact who did better, but eventually I have to make a choice. So I have actually written down the winner of this tournament. So, ladies and gentlemen, after 8 months of delay, finally the winner of this tournament has been decided. The winner of this tournament for editors is no one but Unalsson. That's right, I gave the impact point to Unalsson. Such a goated editor, such a goated Transformers editor, and Legend is no less than Unalsson. Both of them are they're just master at what they're doing. I always actually get inspirations from them when I also made my edits, and I want to appreciate and thank them that they participated for this tournament. Again, I apologize for the delay for picking up the winner, but at the same time I thank all of the 32 editors who participated in this tournament. It was a fun ride, unfortunately maybe a little bit delays. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Cheers.